This photo, provided by the Syrian civil defense group known as the White Helmets, shows what it says is one of its paramedics carrying his wounded son fleeing from the scene of an attack after airstrikes hit a rebel-held suburb near Damascus, Syria, Tuesday, Feb. 6, 2018. Syrian opposition activists said more than 12 people killed in new airstrikes. Syrian civil defense White Helmets via app, Associated Press, Beirut. The latest on the situation in Syria, all times local, 3:15 p.m. The Russian military is blaming unidentified foreign powers of supporting al-Qaeda-linked militants in Syria. Russian Defense Ministry spokesman Gen. Igor Konashenkov said Wednesday, al-Qaeda terrorists have become an obedient tool in the hands of one or several technologically advanced nations unhappy about Russia's key role in Syria. While Konashenkov didn't name any specific country, his statement appeared directed at the U.S., following Moscow's earlier claims that the U.S. protected al-Qaeda militants in Syria. The U.S. has denied the allegations. Konashenkov's statement followed Saturday's downing of a Russian jet by al-Qaeda militants who used a shoulder-fired missile. He said the Russian military is investigating where the missile had come from and warned such missiles could threaten civilian aircraft. Konashenkov warned that militants could stab their sponsors in the back, ___3 p.m. A senior Turkish official says the United States must put an end to policies that poison ties between the two NATO allies, including supporting Syrian Kurdish militia. Ibrahim Kalin, spokesman for President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, made the comments on Wednesday ahead of a planned visit by U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster to Turkey next week. Kalin said Turkey would take up U.S. support to the militia, as well as the extradition of a US-based cleric blamed for a 2016 failed coup during the talks. He said the United States had to take concrete steps on the ground to restore Turkey's trust. A Turkish military offensive to drive Syrian Kurdish militia out of the Syrian enclave of Afrin has deepened tensions between the two countries. Turkey regards the militia group as terrorists, while the U.S. considers the group its strongest partner in the fight against the Islamic State group in Syria. __2:35 p.m. The global chemical weapons watchdog says it is investigating recent allegations of chemical weapons use in Syria. In a statement on Wednesday, the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons said its fact-finding mission is investigating all credible allegations, and reporting its findings to the organization's member states. The mission, however, does not have a mandate to apportion blame for chemical attacks in Syria. Earlier Wednesday, French Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian told BFM TV that, all indications show us today that the Syrian regime is using chlorine gas at the moment, in attacks on rebel-held areas. On Tuesday, a UN-mandated investigator said his team was probing reports that bombs allegedly containing weaponized chlorine have been used on 2 recent occasions in Syria. __11:25 a.m. France says the Syrian government is likely using chlorine gas in its latest attacks on rebel-held areas. Foreign Minister Jean-Yves Le Drian told BFM TV on Wednesday that, all indications show us today that the Syrian regime is using chlorine gas at the moment. The government and its ally Russia have been pounding a besieged rebel-held area outside Damascus for the last 2 days with airstrikes, killing dozens of people. A UN-mandated investigator said Tuesday his team was probing reports that bombs allegedly containing weaponized chlorine have been used on 2 recent occasions in Syria. An investigation has been opened on that matter by the United Nations, Le Drian said. The threat of using chemical weapons remains. This is a very serious situation. Copyright 2018 The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, rewritten or redistributed.